You too, you too, you too. You know what I'm saying? What's happening, baby? Yeah, we back with another one. Hey, man, I ain't gonna lie. Word on the street, man. Chrisean Rock, her ass finna get belts. BTA? I ain't gonna lie. They trying to put her 6 feet under. Like, apparently she had something to do with her ex boyfriend, ex husband, whatever. Nigga, Dorkio. Nigga was a lame, cause if any nigga who's smacking Chrisean Rock, nigga, there's something going on. Like you can't be up here, right, bro? Something up here's not clicking. Well, anyways, you know what I'm saying? They saying she has something to do with the murder, so let's, you know what I'm saying, get your popcorn ready. Let's tune in. Oh yeah, subscribe to the channel, man. We on the road to 200 fucking subscribers. Clap it up, clap it up. Love y'all niggas.
For Chrisean Rock, the chances that Chrisean Rock is in a jail cell by the end of the year is very high. Chrisean Rock is absolutely cooked. So TMZ reached out to law enforcement after rumors began to circulate that Chrisean Rock was involved in the death of her ex-boyfriend Ronnie. So the law enforcement official gave TMZ an answer. Now that answer, from my perspective, is not good for Chrisean Rock.
No,
but we'll get there. Okay.
I got my car. Hey, look, everybody that don't know my name, Mac Moolah, I do reactions over here, baby. We watch stuff together, okay? It's like a brotherhood. It's like a family. Cause I know some girls. It's like a family. We just sitting down in the living room right now at Thanksgiving, and we all just watching the same video. So go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, man. We on the way to 900K. We on the way to 900K. You know what I'm saying? And we on the way after that. We on the way to a million.
Let's just first address why people believe that Chrisean Rock is involved in Ronnie's. Let's just first address why people believe that Chrisean Rock is involved in Ronnie's.
Done. What you want to do?
How you know? She said no, it's not. Ma'am, how do you know?
Done. What you want to do?
How you know? She said no, it's not. Ma'am, how do you know? Okay, so congratulations on making it to be the biggest whore ever. That's like the most stylish shit you could ever do in the history of life. A woman have a child or get pregnant and not know who the baby daddy is or not. So if this man is questioning if that's his son or not, he probably got a valid point. And I'm gonna just tell you how I feel about the Chrisean Rock murder. I told y'all in my last two videos, would you be surprised if you found out Chrisean Rock, of all people, got her baby daddy killed or her ex-boyfriend killed? I wouldn't be surprised at all. Surprised if you found out Chrisean Rock, of all people, got her baby daddy killed or her ex-boyfriend killed? I wouldn't be surprised at all. He mysteriously dies right before the paternity test, and you just so happen to be in Baltimore around the same time that he got killed. And Blueface said you talked to the nigga the same day.
Dude,
I'm calling the cops.
I don't give a f. Call him. Nobody touch you.
Go to the car. Go.
Call him.
Go.
Yeah.
Go. I'm calling the cops.
Police ass. You a police ass.
Time to go.
You a police ass.
Time to go.
Yes, you heard right. We just got the update. So apparently, there had been some money on Ronnie's head since Friday. What's today? Tuesday. So since Friday, apparently somebody put some money on his head. Somebody wanted him dead. And y'all, I found out exactly how it happened. So one of the neighbors says that Ronnie was sitting in his car outside his house when all of a sudden this car pulled up behind him. A person gets out the car. He didn't realize that they had a gun or whatever. They ran up on the car real quick, y'all. They shot him 10 times. So whoever this was, they wanted this done quickly. Now, I'm not going to say it's not a coincidence.
Pull up to his crib and shoot up 10 times.
The ex-boyfriend who was following her from state to state trying to get a paternity order.
He was following her state to state?
Call the popo, ho!
Because he was convinced that that was his son and that she was trying to pin his baby on Blueface and ice him out. Now, he was shot and killed a week before the last court date that would require Chrisean Rock to give him a DNA test, right? Now, here's the thing. Her sister did, the Jason Lee interview where the sister says...
It kind of exposed
she implied that Chrisean Rock did this, right? She implied that Ronnie was shot and killed to avoid the paternity test, right? And other people have came and spoke out. Blueface have came and spoke out and says that he don't trust Chrisean Rock. She's a backdoor artist. But here's the thing. Chrisean Rock
I wouldn't trust her ass
has
either.
confessed to a lot of people in this industry that she did this.
For real?
I'm not capping.
FBI, open up!
Ladies and gentlemen,
Oh, lock her ass up then.
Call the popo, huh?
What the lock that bitch up, man? Lock her up, man. We gotta put the cuffs on that bitch, man. Hey, listen, man. Listen, man. And that don't surprise me either. You think are you surprised that she would have killed somebody and told people in the industry what she did? I wouldn't be surprised. You know what I'm saying? One thing I do say, y'all need to call the police, man. Somebody and told people in the industry what she did. I wouldn't be surprised. You know what I'm saying? One thing I do say, y'all need to call the police, man.
That she did this. She already confessed to doing this to a lot of people in the industry. Multiple people. Multiple people have told me that Chrisean Rock has confessed to them. So it's either she was popping it and lying, or she really did this. See, she told him specifically, bro was playing around too much, right? Like, bro pulling up on her, like, at the mall was her last straw. So she has told multiple people this, right? Like, bro pulling up on her, like, at the mall was her last straw. So she has told multiple people this.
You know what I'm saying? The bit might not be all there in the head, but nigga, she trying to let y'all know, like, hey, nigga, run up. Like, I ain't gonna lie, all jokes aside, this bitch going to jail. I'm telling you right now, if she had anything to do with this, her slow ass is getting locked. All jokes aside, this bitch going to jail. I'm telling you right now, if she had anything to do with this, her slow ass is getting locked. All jokes aside, this bitch going to jail. I'm telling you right now, if she had anything to do with this, her slow ass is getting locked up. And she about to lose that kid. And then I don't know what the big deal was. Like, the nigga, he just wanted to see if he was the father of your kid. And you ain't want to look like a hoe because you didn't want to look like you was fucking two niggas at one time? Bet your own baddies, nigga. We don't give a fuck what you do.
Now, y'all can say what y'all want to say about Flacco, but it's not been one time that Flacco came on this video that I remember where he said some shit that nobody else knew and he was lying. He talked about Pooh Shiesty robbing Gucci Mane before it ever hit the internet, before the police ever did any arrest or any announcements, and he talked about it and ended up being true. Rock told some celebrities what happened. I believe him, gang.
Has confessed that she was the one who put the hit on Ronnie.
I believe
right
him.
Now, there's a Neon clip, like, from a stream that has somehow disappeared from the internet. If anybody can find it, y'all let me know. Where she's telling Neon, he's gonna end up in the grave like her baby daddy for playing with her.
Ugly ass.
Now, there's an audio from a few years ago where Wack was gonna end up in the grave like her baby daddy for playing with her.
Ugly ass.
Now, there's an audio from a few years ago where Wack was
boy in the car and she don't get to cooperate, and them niggas do what I know they'll do, bro.
Right. And you still think that ain't Blueface Baby, right?
No, that ain't Blueface Baby. Bro, listen. Look at the baby. The older the baby gets, look at Ronnie. Down to the
Face Baby, right?
No, that ain't Blueface Baby. Bro, listen. Look at the baby. The older the baby gets, look at Ronnie. Down to the
sips coffee. She better get her ass, because they might get her gone. Because at the end of the day, y'all know how they play with girls, bro. Y'all know how the court system. Better get her ass, because they might get her gone. Because at the end of the day, y'all know how they play with girls, bro. Y'all know how the court system. Oh, she better be careful, because if she did and she knows she had something to do with it, they will knock her ass off. For sure. They will knock her off to avoid going to prison and avoid her snitching on them. For sure, they'll knock her off.
What she
so they gave nephew $100.
Basically said that she was still messing with Ronnie when she first started, when she was messing with Blueface.
No, we know that. That's what I'm saying. Look, Ronnie was in the delivery room when she had the baby.
What the fuck? Oh, hell nah. Oh, hell nah.
And you know what? You know what's crazy? I just thought about it. Like, she been making a whole lot of threats and shit, like, in regards to Blueface life. And a lot of people on social media,
Well,
they're like,
let's
yeah,
get fuck
bitch, you
about
got,
that.
yeah.
She's a weirdo.
Look, bro,
Everything about her
there's
weird
gonna
to me. I
come
don't
a day
understand.
where one of them little gonna get caught, and they're gonna use her as a get out of jail free card.
Hell
And
yeah.
they're gonna arrest Chrisean for the murder of Ronnie.
Hell yeah.
What?
Believe that. That's a fact.
But she sure been talking a whole lot of shit, talking about some, yeah, get the fuck about the way.
If Wack,
But she sure been talking a whole lot of shit, talking about some, yeah, get the fuck about the way.
this is very similar to Jimmy Henchman. How Jimmy Henchman was in New York, got a bunch of crash dummies. He was paying for hits. They were committing the hits, and he was getting away with it until the wrong crash dummy got caught.
Right.
And they began to tell. Right, wearing wires, doing whatever they can to get Jimmy Henchman to fall. Right. In the case of Chrisean Rock, she's not that connected politically. Right, like like she's not up. Right. In the case of Chrisean Rock, she's not that connected politically. Right, like like she's not up.
He ain't get her no $1 million. She ain't moved them out to Mexico, and you know what I'm saying? It's not like she ain't do that. She probably gave their ass 10,000 at the most. Real deal, gang. I'm just being honest with you.
So
probably gave their ass
Wack
10
breaks
racks
down
at the most.
why he believes she's gonna get arrested, and then two,
it's a real deal, gang. I'm just being honest with you.
so
probably gave their ass
Wack
10
breaks
racks
down
at the most.
why he believes she's gonna get arrested, and
Motherfucker. You know, can we make a deal? Yeah, it's only one way to control that, and the Italians showed you how to do that. And our politic ain't that deep.
Right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You got to knock down the knockdowner. That's it. So, with Ronnie, right?
Right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You got to knock down the knockdowner. That's it. So, remember Ronnie went to jail? He was in the
jail
mall
for that?
Like, that's my baby, this, that, and other, right? So look what Ronnie did.
He went to jail for
She
that?
pressed charges on Ronnie that day. So that week, Ronnie had a court date with Chrisean Rock on Friday for the charges she pressed on Ronnie. Ronnie tells them on Monday, yeah, I got you, you stupid. You ain't smarter than me. Now that we gonna be in court, I can serve you the DNA.
Oh, why would he tell her that, though?
Right? He said, I don't give a about the case you filed on me. I got you right there, DNA.
Oh, why would he tell her that, though?
Right? He said, I don't give a about the case you filed on me. I got you right there. I'm going to have him served in front of the judge.
Why would he tell her? So basically, for everybody that don't know, he went through the proper stuff you got to go through to get a subpoena. Now, the subpoena is, I serve you a paper, okay? So I serve you a paper. This paper says you have to come to court to do this paternity test, but you have to serve them. If you're not in the same room, so I serve you a paper. This paper says you have to come to court to do this paternity test, but you have to serve them. If you're not in the same room, so the best place to do that is in the courtroom. I serve you in front of the judge, which means I got multiple witnesses. I got prosecutors. I got everybody witnesses. You have these papers. Multiple witnesses. I got prosecutors. I got everybody witnesses. You have these papers. I told her that, bro. Because I'm going to tell y'all, like I said in my video, my reaction yesterday, bro, the coincidences are starting to stack up, gang. If all this is true, which I'm assuming that it is, if all this is true, the coincidences is stacking the fuck up through the sky. So you was in Baltimore the same 2 days. You was guaranteed. You was proven to be in Baltimore around the same time that Ronnie got killed. Okay, cool. You got killed 4 or 5 days before the paternity test was gonna happen. Okay, cool. Ronnie sees you in the mall and you press charges on him. Okay, cool. You talk to Ronnie on Monday and Ronnie tells you that he gonna serve you these papers in court. He don't care about that little punk ass case. Your sister get on an interview and says some people that we know is the one who killed Ronnie. And then Ronnie end up getting killed outside of his crib. If he had ops, how they find out where he lived at? If he had ops, they would have been smashed his head off then if they knew where he lived. Right? You would assume. We seen where he lived at yesterday, bro, in my last video. Go watch it. He ain't live in the hood. He ain't live in the projects. It wasn't like somewhere where everybody over here, and you know what I'm saying? It looked like a little suburban shit in the cut somewhere off a cul-de-sac, little apartment building. So he just so happened to be outside his crib. Somebody pull up, shoot him 10 times, and get up out of there. Then we hear that you told celebrities and you bragged about it and said that you the one got him killed. Then we hear you in interviews saying you kind of like clowning him a little bit. Like, yeah, he tried to join us. He tried to make his own circus just like Blueface, and he played himself right into the grave. It's like, whoa, you don't really talk about people like that you had feelings for or you cared about at least a little bit. You feel? I don't know.
It lands Wednesday morning. This court date is supposed to be Friday that she got on Ronnie.
Yeah, it was 2 days. I think it was like February 2nd. She was in Baltimore that day. He got killed February 4th or something like that. 2 days before, though, for sure.
Wednesday night, Ronnie dead in his driveway.
So did Blueface get a test?
She won't give it to us. We didn't.
Why she won't give it to us?
We didn't serve the. She act like she ain't served. You can't. It's only one name on that birth certificate. Only one. Hers.
So that video when they was like talking to her around the corner and the daddy was behind it.
I just double checked. That was actually 7 months ago, not years ago, but still, that was still a long time ago. Where Whack 100 knew beforehand, whatever Chrisean Rock did, whoever she paid to murder Ronnie,
gonna snitch.
It would be sloppy enough to where they're gonna get her, right?
For sure.
And that's before this week where somebody has came forward and said the police came knocking. They want to talk to him and interview him.
Yeah.
Because he's been online talking about this Ronnie murder. Now, him and Ronnie was in the DMs back and forth talking about putting money on each other's heads.
Oh, so he was out.
But he swear he had nothing to do with it. Now, he claims the police is interested in his relationship with Chrisean Rock and what he can provide there. All right? So, TMZ contacted, law enforcement. Now, I'm going to tell you this. Right? So, TMZ contacted, law enforcement. Now, I'm going to tell you this.
Go ahead and say it right now. Whether she did it or not, I'm going to tell you one for a fact. She's a demon. This bitch is a damn demon. Okay? She's a demon sent from the gates of hell. And if you ever see her, I want you to run. Run, bitch, run. I want you to run. Run, bitch, run. You feel me? I want you to run. If you ever in your life, as a man, especially a man, you come in contact with Chrisean Rock, I want you to run the other way. I don't give a fuck where y'all at. The mall, the barber shop, concert. If she there, turn around and run away. Because that bitch a demon. She might try to take your soul, man. I'm trying to tell you. Now, because the fact that it's like, okay, now it's getting weird. Because you're not giving, you acted like you didn't want to give Ronnie the paternity test. He had to go through everything up and down. You acted like you didn't want to give Ronnie the paternity test. He had to go through everything up and down. And got to do more. Like, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I respect women. I got a wife. I got a mama. You know what I'm saying? I got a sister-in-law. I got a mama-in-law. I respect women and I care. But y'all, the women shouldn't be able to just do whatever the fuck they want to do and then don't nobody say nothing, bro. Yeah, I'm sorry. I respect women and I care. But y'all, the women shouldn't be able to just do whatever the fuck they want to do and then don't nobody say nothing, bro. Yeah, I'm sorry, gang. Because if she was claiming, I'm going to put it like this. If she was claiming that he was the baby daddy and she wanted child support, that nigga ass would have been, they would have been made him come do that DNA test. Do you hear what I'm trying to tell you? Even if he wasn't the dad, if he would have signed that birth certificate, they would have made him pay child support. So why the fuck do niggas gotta jump through 1,022 hoops for her to just take a regular paternity test with the child to see who the fuck the 1,022 hoops for her to just take a regular paternity test with the child to see who the fuck the daddy is? What the fuck is going on? Why they gotta go through all that? You didn't want to give Ronnie the paternity test. Blueface been trying to get the paternity test for I don't know how long. You don't want to give him the paternity test. Why? What's the problem? You saying that Blueface is the dad? Why you can't just go get a paternity? Just take 5 minutes. All they gotta do is go in there, take your son, take a fucking Q-tip, take your son spit and put it in the bag. So if you so confident that Blueface is the baby daddy, why you can't do a paternity test? Why was Ronnie in the delivery room the day you had the baby?
She can't do it because she know that was her BD, chap. That's what don't make sense. Like, what did you have against this? Like, the nigga was your BD. But no, you so hypnotized on... Like, the nigga was your BD. But no, you so hypnotized on fucking blue. The nigga was your BD. But no, you so hypnotized on fucking blue that you just want to be just like this nigga. You want to be gangster. You want to do what niggas do. This bitch thinks she thinks she one of us. So now she better go do time like a nigga. Send her ass off.
Baby. Why did you fly to Baltimore to have this baby? And then on top of that, you...
Like, if you ain't want to have the nigga's child, nigga, you could have just got an abortion.
Smoking and you drinking and you done fuck the baby development up? You smoking and drinking while you pregnant? Doing Lord knows what else? Talking about your baby like a dog. Yeah, I don't care if she has money or how people even interact with. I don't get that shit. People follow her and like her pictures and join her. I don't get that shit, gang. I don't get it, bro.
Remains unsolved. But police tell TMZ the investigation is still active as detective continues working to identify and catch the killer. Okay? Now, Justin Malachi, a rep for Anne Arundel County Police Department in Maryland, they told them, we can confirm that it's open and an active investigation. However, we're unable to provide any additional details. I'm gonna tell y'all this. A lot of y'all will overlook that and say, well, Flacco, they just... No. If somebody contact you and say, hey, is Chrisean Rock...
The police would have came out and said, Chrisean Rock has nothing to do with this. We've definitely made sure that she... You know what I'm saying? They would have came out and said something like that. The fact that they didn't say nothing like that and they just said... Well, let's put it like this. The investigation is still open and still active and we're still...
A suspect? If you're not a suspect... Oh, nah. Hell no. She's not a suspect. No. No. A suspect? If you're not a suspect... Oh, nah. Hell no. She's not a suspect. No. With the city of Chicago, if he was a suspect in this murder, they were back and says, no, he's not a suspect. We don't intend on charging Dirk Banks with this murder. If they reach out and say, hey, is Chrisean Rock a suspect? Do y'all intend on charging Chrisean Rock with this murder? If they reach out and say, hey, is Chrisean Rock a suspect? Do y'all intend on charging Chrisean Rock with this murder? If she was not a suspect, they will say no.
Right.
No.
She's not a suspect.
She's not a suspect.
Right.
That's like asking the police, hey, is Poetic Flacco? No.
She's not a suspect.
She's not a suspect.
Right.
That's like asking the police, hey, is Poetic Flacco a suspect? Hell no, you're not no. But we already know that Chrisean Rock is on their radar and she's a suspect because when they came to talk to Quell, that's his name, Quell says, yo, they was inquiring.
That just made me think about a nigga, man. Rest in peace, Quell, bro. Markel Calloway, nigga I went to school with. He passed away. I forgot how he passed away, but Markel Calloway, nigga I went to school with. He passed away. I forgot how he passed away, but
curious about Chrisean Rock. So they already know that Chrisean Rock is involved somehow. And I'm just going to tell Chrisean Rock has already confessed. I'm sorry. She's already confessed. To a lot of people in the industry, that's just a fact. She got to be worried that before yesterday, the rumors of Chrisean Rock getting her baby daddy killed was just a rumor on Baddie's Twitter, right? On Zeus Network Twitter. Right. Or probably Zeus Network Reddit. Right. You know, these like real fringe forums. Now TMZ is writing in Zeus Network Twitter. Right. Or probably Zeus Network Reddit. Right. You know, these like real fringe forums. Now TMZ is writing and about to expedite this. They're about to expedite this to make sure Chrisean Rock gets her accountability. Because if the police was not paying attention before, now they know, oh, it's a major story. Oh, damn.
Boy, they better be on you like white on rice. Nigga, they better be on you like flies on white on rice. Nigga, they better be on you like fly on you. Nigga, it's GG's. They better start investigating. They better start digging. Bitch, you better get out of the country.
This made TMZ. Oh,
Right.
police are the biggest clout chasers, bro.
I was just about to say that. Police are clout chasers.
TMZ. Oh,
Right.
police are the biggest clout chasers, bro.
I was just about to say that. Police are clout chasers. Because if the
Police are the biggest clout chasers, bro.
I was just about to say that. Police are clout chasers. Because if the police and the DA too, that's why they did that with a Young Thug. It was the DA and the police department. Like, if the district attorney's office and the police department can lock up a Chrisean Rock and they can be on the news and talking about the case and getting documentaries, if that enhances their career. You know what I'm saying? That pushes them more towards promotions and bonuses and pensions and but you gotta understand, gang. You gotta always understand who could profit from your downfall. You gotta understand that in life, bro. Who can profit from labels love the drill rappers, right? You gotta understand who profits from drill rap. The prisons, because your dumb ass gonna go outside thinking you Lil Durk and NBA Youngboy, you gonna go kill somebody or shoot 5 people. The prisons, because your dumb ass gonna go outside thinking you Lil Durk and NBA Youngboy, you gonna go kill somebody or shoot 5 people, end up hitting an old lady, now you in prison. And guess what? People profit from that. There's privately owned prisons that people profit from. There's a whole network of people who work at these prisons. Profit. They don't have a job if your ass don't get locked up. Okay, you got lawyers. They profit from it. You got prosecutors. They profit. You got judges. You got courthouses. You got to pay lawyer fees and court fees. And you got police. They profit. They brung 5 people in today. You got to understand who profit from these people. Funeral homes. They push that drill rapping out. Y'all killing each other. Guess who profit? Hey? Them prisons. Do your homework, gang.
They see this media attention, they gonna start chasing the story more. It's simple as that. If they already had Chrisean Rock on the board, they're about to hone in on her because they want that drama.
Yeah.
They want that notoriety.
Right.
Right? They want to be able to be the person who put Chrisean Rock in jail.
Yeah.
They want to make TMZ notoriety.
Right.
Right? They want to be able to be the person who put Chrisean Rock in jail.
Yeah.
They want to make TMZ.
Yeah. Now the captain like you, right? Now the captain giving you bigger cases. Now you do that 2 more times. Now you a lead detective. You see that? Now you go from making 60K to 140K. You see what I'm saying? Now you a chief. You go from making 60K to 140K. You see what I'm saying? Now you a chief.
You know what I'm saying? More motion, more levels, more money. Face.
Then you get lined up to be a captain. Now your pension is $1 million. I'm just saying, like, examples. Like, think about it, bro.
You got TMZ picking up this story.
Think about it, bro.
You got TMZ picking up this story. February of 2025, Chrisean was shot and killed in Severn, Maryland, in what investigators believe was a targeted attack.
That's some bad drip.
Cops rushed to a home in the Baltimore suburbs after reports of a shooting and found Chrisean outside with multiple.
Bad drip.
Cops rushed to a home in the Baltimore suburbs after reports of a shooting and found Chrisean outside with multiple gunshots, as we guys already know. All right. More than a year later, police still haven't publicly identified a suspect or person of interest, and police still haven't publicly identified a suspect or person of interest, and the case remains unsolved. Now, I don't know how soon. It may be a week.
So I wanted to look this up. Because I also think that adds to the suspicious. The fact that he wasn't killed in a Baltimore hood. He wasn't killed in a Baltimore project. They didn't catch him lacking on the block, sitting there, just standing. You know how niggas just post up on the block like, They didn't catch him doing that. They caught him and killed him in Severn, Maryland. So I wanted to look it up, and I wanted to see if it's a dangerous area. Okay? And it has a very low murder rate, averaging about 6.1 overall, matches close or slightly below the national average for suburban areas of its size. So it's not a dangerous place. It's not a place where it's 15 niggas getting killed on the block every day, which is probably why he lived there in the first place. He was out. It's not a place where it's 15 niggas getting killed on the block every day, which is probably why he lived there in the first place. He was out the way. So that's another thing where it's like, okay. For example, when FBG Duck got killed, he got killed. If you know what Rodeo Drive is in LA, he got killed in the Rodeo Drive of Chicago. Oak Street. Like, there's a I think there's a Richard Mille store on that street, bro. There's a Christian Louboutin store. There's a Fendi store. There's a Waldorf Astoria down the street. $1,000 a night, $600-700 a night minimum in a hotel. That's a small room. Fendi store. There's a Waldorf Astoria down the street. $1,000 a night, $600-700 a night minimum in a hotel. That's a small room. To get him, you know it wasn't just an argument that happened and Nick. No, you know. I look at this the same way. When you hear somebody get killed in the suburbs, somebody sent them niggas. Somebody sent them niggas, boy. And I think he got killed in the morning, which means it's not like somebody followed him home. It's not like there's only fucking logical. And I think he got killed in the morning, which means it's not like somebody followed him home. It's not like there's only fucking logical. What's the chances that we gonna put up on Ronnie? We gonna see if he outside. Oh, he right there. He outside. Them chances ain't really high. So they had to be waiting on him. They had to been stalking him. They had to see his car and wait for him to get out. You feel what I'm saying? So somebody either sent y'all or somebody dropped the location, which is pretty much the same thing. And Blueface has dropped the location, which is pretty much the same thing. And Blueface has, like, let me see. Let me just see. Let me look. Then let me look up this, because I know it's a suburb in Chicago. It's called Naperville. Okay. And that's in Illinois, obviously. So Naperville is a lot safer. Top 25 safest cities in the U.S. So Naperville is like about an hour outside of Chicago, but that's where like a lot of rich people live, and you know what I'm saying? That's where a lot of rich people who live in Chicago, that's like the suburban area. I used to go out there a lot to like go bowling and shit to get away from the hood. I don't want to go bowling in the hood in the city. I want to go bowling out there in the burbs. You know what I'm saying? So we used to go out there a lot just to be safe and have fun, go to Dave & Buster's and kick it outside, smoke weed outside and shit. It was a lot calmer out there. So their murder rate is 0.7, so it's almost doesn't happen. Where Ronnie got killed is 6.1, which is like the standard suburban average. You feel me? So it's only a few isolated homicides a year. It's not like it's 100. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't gonna lie, Chad, that's basically the end of the video. He's about to just keep rambling and just talking bullshit. But y'all let me know in the comments what y'all think about this case, man. It's Chrisean Rock bullshit. But y'all let me know in the comments what y'all think about this case, man. It's Chrisean Rock. Y'all think she's going to jail? I think she's going to jail. I definitely think she got something to do with it. You know what I'm saying? We're just gonna see. Expect more updates on this type of shit, especially shit was during with Chrisean Rock, cause I know she had something to do with it. I know she did, bro. But road to 200 subscribers. I'm out.